There is always hope. Kenya is a country in East Africa that has a population of 48 million people, 50% of whom live below the poverty line or are unable to meet their daily nutritional needs. To put this in perspective, up to 24 million Kenyans live in rural areas and lack access to clean water and adequate healthcare. Yet, if you meet a beggar in downtown Nairobi, chances are very high that he will have a wide smile on his face as he stretches out his hand and solicits for a shilling. It is midday and he has no idea where his dinner is coming from, but he is overflowing with optimism because, like most Kenyans, he believes that there is always hope. This is the spirit of Kenyans, the belief that as long as we are still breathing, there is always hope for a brighter tomorrow. Some people say that money brings happiness. Zig Ziglar said it best. Money is not the most important thing, but it ranks up there with oxygen. All I ever wanted in my life was to switch my address from Povertyville to Richville. All I ever wanted in my life was to have a better tomorrow for me and my family. Fresh off the boat on August of 1998, I planted my feet on Canadian soil, Saskatchewan to be specific. All I had with me was $2,000 that I had raised from family, friends, and relatives, and an overwhelming sense of freedom and independence from my father's tyrannical rule. We all know how this story plays out. Boy leaves home, boy goes to a new country and goes buck wild. Over the next 4 months, I was introduced to the Canadian Prairie Way, wild Saskatchewan night parties, premier craft beer, and friendly country girls. I must say, this was a merry cocktail with deleterious financial side effects. In January of 1999, reality hit me like a ton of bricks. I had squandered all the money that I had came with, the $2,000 that I came with, and I had no job. I was as broke as a church mouse. I began knocking on company door after company door with a wide grin on my face and a confident hand out, begging for a job. The answer was always the same. We do not hire foreigners. You do not have work experience. I was so desperate for money at that time that I resorted to collecting change from vending machines. You see, my fellow engineering students had a peculiar behavior of sliding toonies into the pop vending machines, purchasing their Pepsis and running off to solve the latest calculus problem, leaving their change behind. At the end of the day, I collected all of the change, and at the end of the week, I would rush off to Superstore and purchase a sack of power-boiled rice and cans of beans. In the year of 1999, I collected change and from the vending machines and purchased rice and beans and ate rice and beans every darn day. My girlfriend at the time called me Mr. Pop Machine Boy. She thought it was funny. I thought it was funny too. But here is the moral of the lesson. If you had met me in 1999, you would have no idea that I was going through so much pain and suffering, because I always wore a winning smile, because I believed that there is always hope. Evidently, my life has changed significantly since those early challenging years, my early challenging years in Canada. I no longer eat rice and beans every damn day. I no longer secretly prey on vending machines. Today, I am building 3 businesses as I stare at poverty veil in my rear view mirror. In light of my story, I invite you to look at the challenges that you face in your life with a new set of eyes. If you feel that life is crushing you emotionally, physically, mentally, and spiritually, I want you to remind yourself that there is always hope. In 2005, I was strolling to downtown Nairobi with my uncle Richard when he stopped me and he beseeched me, "Mario, I will give you my left arm if you get me to Canada." Through his eyes, I could see the poignant pain of poverty, but his face revealed a wide smile. Puzzled, I asked him why he was smiling. His response, "Mario, there is always hope."